Welcome to the vault.
Thank you.
Here is your vault menu.
So how many do we start with coins?
Sure. So everyone started with 2 coins.
Capture a loser. I like capture a loser. Mutiny switch. Okay, that's usually like.
And let us know if you have any questions. We can answer them to the best of our
I mean,
ability.
yeah, so mutiny switch is like switch tribes, right? Or is it like more?
Yeah, so the mutiny switch allows you to leave your current tribe and join the opposing tribe permanently.
Did anyone buy anything? I think it is day one. It's going to be so hard to assume that no one has anything. I said it out loud, and I'm going to be true to what I said. I don't play better when I have an advantage. I play better when I know who does. So a little bit of me wants some knowledge is power.
Wow.
And we can, if you have any questions, feel free to ask
Yeah.
them. We can answer them to the best of our ability.
Okay. Is there a limit on the number of idols that can be in the game? So could like everyone come buy an idol right now?
That you will have to figure out
Okay.
after something is purchased and if you return to the vault and see that it is no longer available.
I see.
How many extra coins to extend the life of an idol?
You would need to pay 1 additional coin to extend for every round that you want to extend by.
Okay, next question. Sorry, I'm gonna be really annoying.
No,
I'm gonna try
go
to go
for it.
fast because I don't want
Go
to be gone too long.
Go for it.
Next question. Not sure if you can answer, but like, is the vault shared by every single person playing, or is it by tribe?
That's not something we can answer.
First impressions, I mean, good vibes all around. I'll go person by person. The only person that I even recognize coming into this game is Simona. I have no idea if she knows who I am, but I have seen her play some orgs before. And I know that she socially is very, very strong, which I'm excited for, but I also know she can be on the quiet side, so I don't know how good of an ally for me she'll be. But I know who she is, and I know that she's a player.
I always like to play a strategic game, you know, socially, I don't have the capacity to be super fake, nice, and whatever. Like, I'm not the comfort blanket, I'm your strategy girl. And that's just kind of how I play. So my hope is to lock in with a few people pretty quickly, and kind of just run with that.
We've got Yap, who I was a little concerned about right before we started strategizing for the first challenge, but now that we've had a chance to talk a little bit, he's definitely an experienced order, and that could be a really, really good thing for me or a really, really bad thing for me. I don't get the sense yet that he's a mover and a shaker, but I think he's going to be a fun dude, and I'm looking forward to playing with him. He's probably going to be like second tier, somebody who I want to work with.
Andy V. I think he's a great speaker, maybe because he's a math teacher. I think he's very personable. I think Karli is someone that's on my radar too. I think she's also very personable, someone I would like to work with. Emily, I can see it very like I get a lot of like welcoming vibes from people. I think the only person that like seems very analytical, as in like they're like you could tell that their gears are turning, is Naropa. Like he's quiet, but like in the quiet in the sense of like he's thinking. So we'll see. I mean, this is just like round one. So we haven't had to scramble yet, and no one's had the opportunity to have one-on-ones where they can like make, you know, deals yet. But I think everyone's just trying to suss people's vibes right now. And right now the whole goal is to make a great first impression.
the one who's really kind of jumping out at me right now is Karli. She says she's a newbie, so I'm excited about that, like, because that would make me think she doesn't know who I am and we can build like a legit connection. And she's super smart. We already know she has a PhD. She studies neuroscience, so we have a little bit of a teacher connection. But she and I think could really go far in this game. I think that no matter how this game shakes out, she's going to be around at the end. So I want to hitch my wagon to her so that we will go far together.
Yeah, I am going to do my best to hold back a little bit. I'm already struggling a little bit, but I think I tend to like to fill silence and like to take control. And I think that could get me voted out of this game. So I am going to try to do my best to lay low, let other people sort of guide the strategic moves for at least a few more votes before I start to try to maybe take a little bit more control. So I'm going to try my best not to be a control freak, which goes against my sort of nature. And yeah, hopefully that serves me well.
The only people that I'm a little lower on, Naropa seems a little bit on the quiet side. He seems like a perfectly nice dude. Definitely was a late add to the game, so maybe he hasn't totally gotten his strategy about him yet. But I don't know how helpful he'll be to me. That doesn't mean that he's going to be a bad ally. It just means like I don't know what we're going to do. And then Evan, I'm excited about because he is on the quiet side and he's nervous. And so he's going to be the guy who I'm hoping that I can take under my wing and be like, dude, I got you. Like, I have good vibes. I think he's going to just be super appreciative if someone approaches him. And then we're going to roll. So then that leaves Emily, who so far, everything seems solid. She seems super chill. I could see her eventually being an adversary for me or an ally, depending on how this shakes out. I want to see if she approaches me. If she does, like, we'll have something. If she doesn't, I don't know how easy she's going to be to get rid of. So we'll have to cross that bridge, but she's going to be one who I'm keeping an eye on for sure.
I think it's all about being a team player, especially in the beginning. Obviously, until the tribes merge, it's really Argento against Oro. So I'm really just trying to do the best I can to support the Argento team and make sure we continue to come out on top. And I think winning the first challenge and having that time to really start to bond before tribal councils, unlike the other team, I think will set us apart. So definitely that's the main goal going into it. Just trying to be a team player and advocate and really show my skills as much as possible. And then, once we get into tribal, I think who knows what my strategy will adjust to, but for the time being, that's where I'm at. Go Argento.
Should people trust me? No, not even a little. But you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I trust myself in front of a jury. I could beat anybody on any day. I will be loyal to my people, and anybody who I'm not loyal to is done.
All right, Argento getting your first look at the new Oro tribe. Jenn voted out.
And before we get into our next immunity challenge, I need Oro to pick a member of Argento. And Argento, I need you to pick a member of Oro.
Oro, you will be messaging Alex, and Argento, you will be messaging me, and you can't converse with your tribe mates. So please message us now.
So, we have the votes. The tribe captain for Oro is Kyle, and the tribe captain for Argento is Karli.
Everyone else, drop your buffs. It's time to switch things up. We will flip a coin to see who picks first. And
Holy
wow.
One round.
No, jeez.
Oh my god.
Tribe swap shenanigans.
alrighty.
Why?
So, Karli, you'll be heads.
Okay.
That's a giant ass
Kyle,
point.
you'll be tails.
You're a dime, McKenna.
Thanks.
Say that.
And it is tails.
It's
So-
tails.
Yes. So, Kyle, you will have your first choice of any castaway here.
any castaway here.
Mm-hmm.
I will select Emily.
Karli, you have anyone but Emily.
Oh goodness. Okay, I am gonna pick Simona.
Yap. You have the choice between Sam and Rob. Where are you going?
Rock, paper, scissors, guys.
You have to pick your choice.
I'll go with Rob.
We have the new Oro tribe, which is Kyle, Emily, Naropa, Andy C, Kayla, Jabbar, and then the new Argento tribe, which is Karli, Simona, Andy V, Evan, Yap, and Rob.
So, Sam, it seems we have overdrafted the account and you can't be placed on a tribe.
You'll be heading out and spending this round in the vault while we sort this whole mess out. So please head out to the vault. Greg and Austin will meet you there.
Now that you're in your new tribes, let's get to your second immunity challenge. This challenge is called Bank Heist, and here's how it works. 6 players from each tribe will compete, obviously. There are 3 safes you must break into. The first safe requires 1 castaway. The second safe requires 2 additional tribe members. And you guessed it, the final safe will be cracked by all 6 tribe members.
Safe 1. One player must build a 4-3-2-1 pyramid of solo cups, then standing 4 feet away must knock down all 10 cups in their pyramid using 3 ping pong balls. Once completed, they can move on to safe 2.
Safe 2. 3 players must toss 3 playing cards into a solo cup 4 feet away. Once all 3 players complete this task, they will move on to task 3, along with the rest of their tribe.
Safe 3. Every player will set up 3 cups in a line with 2 face down and 1 right side up at the back. To win, you must bounce the ball on the first upside down cup and land it in the open cup.
The first tribe to have all 6 tribe members make their shots will steal immunity from us. Losing tribe, you'll wind up behind bars in tribal council, and one of you will be the second person voted out of Moneta Bank. Let's get started.
Hello, Sam.
Hi.
Dialed to the vault. You'll be the only one to access the vault this round.
Okay.
What are your other thoughts on being exiled from the other castaways, from being the last picked? Really not picked.
I mean, at first it hurts. You definitely go back to that being picked last in school, but we don't really have much to go off of other than just first impressions. I was a little surprised that Kayla and the choices between me, Rob, and Jabbar, she picked Jabbar because I thought we were vibing, but maybe she vibed more with Jabbar. But I'm hoping to use this to my advantage, whatever may come from this experience of being the only one in the vault. I'm hoping it will work out for me, but definitely sucks to not be in a tribe. Don't know what's happening in the main room.
Before you can inherit any riches, you have to crack the safe.
Okay.
So we have a Sudoku style puzzle for you,
Okay.
where no safety deposit box number can repeat in any row or column. You'll have from now until the end of tribal council to complete it. So
Okay.
once McKenna and Alex start to read the votes at the next tribal council, that's when we will stop you. So you
Okay.
have from now until then. You obviously don't know what the challenge is or how
Right.
long it is. So could be here a while, could be a short time.
Okay.
But if you do crack the safe, you will have your choice of anything on the vault menu for free.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting. I love free.
If you, of course, right? If you fail to crack the safe and complete the puzzle, you can still access the vault, but you have to pay with your own coins.
Okay.
For the second tribal immunity of the season, is everybody ready? Okay. Survivors ready. Go. So the first safe, you have to make a 4-3-2-1 pyramid and knock them all down 4 feet away with just a few ping pong balls. Simple enough.
We have Rob and Kyle being the heroes for their tribes.
All right. Sam is making progress. He has 2 columns filled in.
No idea. if
Are
they're
they
ready.
right?
But we have no idea, but we're gonna keep going with this momentum and keep going. So
Go,
My
Rob.
heart is beating. Damn.
Oh man,
Kyle.
Kyle is crushing
Come on.
it.
No, Rob.
All right, Rob's got his ping
Kyle
pong
has
balls
to
ready.
retrieve.
Rob's
Just has
done.
a-
All right, set up
Wow.
your start tossing cards into cups.
Come on, Kyle. Come on.
We have Karli, Rob, and Yap.
You got this.
Nice,
Kyle.
Karli.
Kyle just has one
All
more.
right, Yap,
more
show me
cup,
all
Kyle,
3
you got it.
cards.
And
All right, let's go,
okay.
let's go.
Okay, Kyle, Andy, and Jabbar can start
Beautiful, thank
throwing
you, Yap.
cards.
You have to
What?
land 3.
Yeah, you have to land 3 into the cup.
Two.
And then when you have them, show it on camera.
Rob,
so that we
Rob
can
did
see.
not count.
Okay, Andy's got. Is that all 3, Andy?
Go, Jabbar.
Awesome.
Rob's got all 3. We're waiting on Karli now.
It's Kyle and Jabbar.
Right. Sam has 3 rows complete. He is working on his 4th column.
Okay, Jabbar's got all of his.
Go, Kyle.
It's on Kyle.
Come on, Kyle.
Ooh.
There.
Okay, Kyle got it
Here
in.
we go.
Holy
Their
God.
group can now move on to the ping pong balls.
Okay, Sam, you have placed all of your vaults. Would you like to lock this in for a check?
Sure.
Okay, Austin and I are going to take a look and we will confirm.
All right,
No
Karli's
worries,
still working on
Karli.
the cards.
Don't panic. It's all good.
Okay, Naropa got his in.
And
What did I?
Kayla got it. Andy got it. And Jabbar's
on
got it.
Emily.
Got this.
Emily, you got to toss it a little bit. Not
Holly, just lean on your table. if
There
you
it
can.
is.
There you go. Good job,
Emily's
girl.
got it.
Let's go,
Holly,
Kyle.
lean on your table.
You got this, Kyle.
So close.
The
Just
challenge
relax,
is
just
not
relax.
over.
You're
Let's
good, you're
go,
good. Just
Karli.
go.
Oh, so close.
Nice.
And with that, Oro wins immunity
Good job,
Safe.
Carly.
from Tribal
Good job,
Council.
Carly. Good try.
Good job, Karli.
Congratulations.
Oh my god.
You have correctly solved the puzzle.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
So, being bankers of our word, you can now take any item from the vault for free.
I'm gonna go with the immunity item.
If you wanted to extend the life of it to last until the final 11, you would be paying 1 coin.
Okay.
If you want to extend it until the final 10, you'd be paying 2 coins.
Let's go. I'm gonna pay 2 coins to extend the life. So thanks, Jen. Just so I can make sure that I get the most out of this idol.
In regards to the challenge, it was the 3-stepper. The first step that only I would do was just making a 4-3-2-1 pyramid, knocking it with ping pong balls. Seemed like anybody could do that. It was just a matter of selecting one of the 3 of us to do the second step, which was certainly the hardest. Because that didn't take, it took me some extra tries to get the last few cups. Didn't have quite the ingenious tactic that Rob might have. Step 2 was insanely stressful. We had to try to, from at least 4 feet away, you could land 3 playing cards into 1 open solo cup. So it took me a very long time, but my team kept cheering me on, and I was, still getting updates that they would still have at least 1 person on that step. So I just, didn't panic and kept trying, because, if I stopped trying, we're just gonna lose. Got through it, And then we eventually cleaned it up in the last step, which I think I honestly was still the slowest to gain, but probably because I expended all of my, dexterity and energy on step 2. But we won in the end, which is all that matters. So hopefully I can just put that behind me and move forward.
I definitely think it was a little humbling because I feel like they weren't 100% on my skill set that I was anticipating. So that was a little nerve-wracking because I only had one challenge to prove myself, but I also didn't want to volunteer for a challenge that I knew I wouldn't perform in because again, I could show vulnerability. So I think that was the first part of the challenge where I had to demonstrate, where I truly had to demonstrate strategy in terms of what I was willing to volunteer for and what I wasn't willing to volunteer for. Really for the greater team. So I think it went well. I wasn't the last person to get my ball in the cup, so I wasn't the weakest link for that challenge, so that made me feel better. But time will tell. I think that the fact that we won really kind of means that we kind of look at it at a high view, and we don't really have to get into the nitty-gritty at the moment. So just happy to have brought a victory.
I am not usually the best at what I call like frat party games, but I think I pretty much crushed it. I was the first one with 3 cards in. I was the first one with the ping pong ball in. So I think I did really well at it, in spite of not being very confident in myself to do it well.
I don't know whether to be flattered or intimidated that you picked me first.
Oh yeah. Well, I actually, like I said, I also had written your name down for like the steal over, so I just went with the same selection basically.
Oh, nice. I'm flattered.
Yeah. Although,
Kayla.
yeah, it was a bit.
I was glad you did that because I
unexpected.
thought it would set a standard that we're not just picking our tribe, but most people just picked their tribe.
So yeah, that was a bit interesting.
My first thought when I got picked first was, all right, is this a compliment or is this a target? So definitely more information to come. I take it as a compliment, but I also recognize that me and Naropa are the minority on our new team. So kind of have to take that with a grain of salt. That's why I chose someone from my old team, because I wanted to choose someone who I thought was demonstrating a little bit more reservation in terms of the group share in the beginning.
Well, I was selected by Emily, which I thought was nice because we're both from DC, so I feel like we could have some sort of alliance potential. So I also noticed a lot of people were picking people they're familiar with, which makes sense. I wanted to pick someone from the other tribe. I want to like make as many connections as possible and learn more about people. So I kind of broke the pattern and picked the other guy with a football jersey because I feel like people wouldn't think twice about that. And I don't know, I was really nervous. I felt like if we lost this challenge, me and Emily were going to be in a hot seat being the 2 people from the other tribe in this group. But I rolled the dice and luckily we won. So that probably gives us some time to talk and hang out and hopefully build stronger connections than the Oro tribe build amongst themselves while they had to immediately go to a tribal council. I think this time while we're hanging out is very valuable in that regard. And I get to have it with pretty much everyone, and also Emily, which might be my strongest alliance at the moment. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a pretty decent spot.
I'm excited about the new team. Everyone seems really nice so far. I'm really happy that we were able to bring in a W for the team challenge, but I think time will tell. If we lose a challenge, I feel like people's true colors are going to come out, and original tribe. I'm intrigued to see if it goes original tribe versus new tribe, or if it goes if it was because it was only one challenge, if it goes to be just based on skill or strategy.
I, for some reason, thought the captain just had this like omnipotent position there. I thought I was going to draft my own team fully, like I'm the captain, I pick. So I chose to pick Emily, kind of for the same reason of I wanted to at least have some shifting of the tribes. So I wanted to select something not from my team, which I knew was somewhat of a risk because I would have picked Kayla if I had known exactly what it was going to go down like. Because as soon as they said, Emily, now you pick for Oro, I was like, well, my influence is gone. And my plan of selecting people in a certain order had disappeared. Fortunately, it mostly worked out the way that I wanted it. It didn't just become, me with 6 original Argento, which felt like that could have been a possibility, which would have been a very unfortunate spot for me. So interesting. I'm hoping for not a huge shuffle too soon, but it was very interesting to shake up the game like that right away.
So going into the new tribe, like I was really happy to have Kyle and DC. Those are the people that I'm hoping we can work together. And Jabbar as well. But I think the 3 of us is going to be like a good alliance.
When you told us to vote for a person, I thought we were stealing that person. And I remember when our team decided to vote out Jenn, Kayla was part of that decision, but was like, well, I don't want to be the only female on the team. So I specifically chose one of the females on the other team to bring over, to kind of fit that desire of hers. And then it turned out to not be that.
So yeah, we get these 2 new tribe members, and they're fine, honestly. But the fact of the matter is, realistically, neither one of them picked me to be on this team, and I didn't pick any of them. That said, I still feel like I could possibly be on the bottom of this tribe because people from my tribe were picking them, people from their tribe were picking us. So I don't know. I don't know if this the first time we lose will be as simple as voting one of them 2 out. So I really need to buddy up to at least one of them and get them on my side.
Okay, I felt really good about Karli picking me first. She was someone that I had good vibes from, but it's really hard to tell if those vibes are like reciprocated from someone if you don't really have the opportunity to talk to them. And we still haven't had the opportunity to talk, but her picking me first kind of cemented, some amount of something in my mind, and that's more than I would say a lot of people have at this point. I'm just hoping that like nobody from my tribe was like offended that I didn't pick them or something like that. But I'm honestly excited to be able to have the opportunity to have one-on-one connections. I feel pretty good about how that can position me further in this game.
How am I feeling after the schoolyard pick? Man, I felt like shit. I was the last person chosen from my original tribe. I don't know what that means. I think it's interesting because Emily chose Naropa, and then I was like Evan had to choose me. It makes sense because we want to stack our our swap tribe into to our OG people so that we have the numbers, which we clearly do. It's 5-1 against Rob, but what that means for what Karli thinks of me, what Emily thinks of me. I'm not worried about what Karli thinks of me. I think me getting Karli's back in this round is gonna help, but what Emily thinks of me, I wasn't her first choice. That's interesting. Other people weren't her first choice either. That's interesting.
I'll say mix of highs and lows. It felt nice to be viewed as a captain for a hot second. Maybe people could trust me in that way. But at the same time, I sort of bombed the challenge. So I was the holdup, and we ultimately ended up losing because I couldn't get my 3rd card in the cup. And I think there's a huge target on my back now.
I did not want to do the card throwing part of it either because I don't think I would have been very good at that. I can't hold that against Karli. And again, she picked me, and that if anything, that's a positive, and the challenge performance, it just is not a factor in my mind for me. So yeah, ultimately I don't feel like challenge performance is really going to factor into my decision. I think it's for me always about the strategy in the social game and how I see myself building forward in the game.
Hey guys.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
That was so hard looking.
That was very difficult.
Yeah.
I got one right off the bat, and I was so excited, and I just could not get that 3rd one in.
Mm-hmm.
But
hey guys.
That was rough. All right. Well, we're playing the game now.
Yeah, we definitely are. Look, I'll just say it. I know this puts me on the chopping block, just because I am the reason that we didn't win the challenge. So I'm sorry. I apologize for that, but I
No.
think you have a lot to bring to the table.
Karli, I
so-
will say with full transparency, that is not calculating into my decision at all.
Me neither.
Last challenge, if we would have lost, I would have hated to be voted out for that. So
Yeah,
I feel the same way. Like you're not, I will not be doing that.
I appreciate that. Okay, well, I guess it's our time to scramble.
Yeah.
Anyone want to go get water?
Yeah, I
Water.
can actually use water.
All right, I'll go get water real quick too.
All right.
Well, I was talking digitally. I don't need actual water.
Oh.
But no, but please hydrate yourself.
I really need water.
This new tribe, I feel terrible about for Rob, and I also feel terrible about the result of the challenge for Karli, because I don't think I need my ally to be able to throw cards into a cup. I don't think that's important to me. And she was the only one brave enough to step up, and everyone else, including myself, were sitting there saying nothing because we didn't want to be in that situation. So, and I hate to see a tribe just like stick fully strong forever because it's boring, but I feel really good with Karli. Like I would say she's in the top for me from my original tribe. So I'm trying to save her.
I mean, I'll just say it. I know I'm probably on the bottom here. I mean, you guys obviously have had your time to bond and make connections already. And obviously I'm coming in without any of that, but I'm a good guy if anybody wants to have a conversation.
I think we should give you a fair shake for sure.
Yeah.
It's early, you know, I mean, and in ways you have intel that none of us have. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
count yourself short yet, but I'm gonna hop over to a different room just so maybe we can have some like smaller, more, you know, conversations if anyone wants to join me. We're
Sure,
in the
I'll
lobby right now. I'll go to
let's-
shelter.
I'll join you in shelter.
Sounds great.
Cool.
All right.
Well, should I
Well,
stay
let's-
here or go there?
right now we're in a 3-person conversation. So like,
Mhm.
let's go. Evan, are you cool with not voting Rob? Because I think we could like,
I
I
feel
would
like
like to
it's
start
not.
some. We haven't made any deals. I don't know where anybody's at.
Guys,
We have not-
please, guys, just use me. I can be your whore here. Just use me, okay? Like
It's so not fair that you got swapped like this. Like
I know. But you know, I'm willing to work with you guys. Hey, Simona.
Hey, sorry, did people break
Nice.
off? I got
Yeah.
professional.
Karli and Yap went. I don't know. Give us a name before someone gets pulled, Rob, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, I would say that we should keep the tribe strong. Oh, he got pulled. Well, that's not ideal. Hey, Simona, where are you from?
Don't feel bad at all. I know how stressful it is and how like my heart was beating throughout that whole game. So don't worry about it at all.
It went so fast too. I mean, I heard them say that Kyle got his card and it seemed like 2 seconds later it was done.
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, everyone just knocked it out from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So I appreciate that. Yeah, it's hard. I feel silence and tend to volunteer and maybe I need to hold back on that a bit, but
Everyone had the chance to volunteer, like you and I
Sure.
did, and like it's like we like you know they didn't put themselves in that position, and it's like they can't hold you against it. And I feel like the easy answer at this point is like, just like I like everyone else on our tribe.
I know I hate saying it. And I just told him differently, but I feel like I'm, you know, probably Rob makes the most sense right now. And that's hard
Yeah,
because
and it sets a precedent on like
yeah,
the later things, but like I think what we need to do is self-preservation.
yeah, I think
Evan.
we've got a good group and sticking together is not a bad idea.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I feel really good with both of you, and it's not fair for Karli to get sent home for volunteering to do something that we're all too scared to do. Just
Yes,
saying.
no, I agree.
I will say in the other room, Andy was talking with Rob, and he wants to keep Rob, but won't throw out a name. And Rob said, "Let's keep the tribe strong." So obviously, I assume that means Karli, which is so unfair. So
Yeah, it is unfair, and I think that you know, to fall on that logic now could bite you in the butt next round. Because if we start voting out who does poorly every time, it could be you next time, right? So
But these things
we're not
become
going to win the game
crapshoots
by
too.
being able to throw cards into a cup. Like that's not going to matter that much in the grand scheme of things.
It just sucks because, like, you know, I didn't get that 20 or 30 minutes to bond with you guys, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. But you know, I'm here, and if you want to work with me, you know, I think I already get good vibes from you, a person that likes to expand horizons and go to Rome. I mean, that's awesome. So I mean, I'm definitely willing to work with you in this game and move forward. But I know I'm on the bottom here, so kind of
I mean, I'm down for whatever. It's a matter of numbers in my mind, I think. Like obviously if everyone comes in being like, this is what we're gonna do, it's hard to like go against the group, you know, especially with the vault being closed and everything. There isn't a ton of shakeout that can be done.
Right.
But like I'm down to like try and like discuss and like see what we can pull.
But you know, never say die. You're not dead until that torch is snuffed. I've gotten some really good vibes from some of the people on my new tribe, Simona in specifically. I also got good vibes from Andy and Evan. I do think it's in our tribe's best interest at this point to try and sway the votes toward Karli. We don't know how long the pre-merge is going to last. And if she's going to be a liability in challenges, I mean, that's obviously not going to help our tribe. So the one thing that I do bring to the table is I'm good at challenges. I was good at challenges in my last game, unbeknownst to my tribe, because they don't know I played in another game before. But right now, that's kind of where I'm at, where my head's at, spinning a little bit right now.
Sam being stuck in the vault is the worst, because I wanted to win this challenge because I wanted Sam on the other tribe. Like, I'm so sure he's coming back with something. I don't think he's just buying from the same menu that we had. I know I don't have anything. So Sam joining our tribe is not good, and that's really a strike against Rob, because if they're even a little bit together, like, I don't want two of them here.
This is quite a journey to losing my first challenge, going to tribal, not getting picked, but then having an idol. So it has been quite the journey for just episode 2 for me, for this being my first org. I'm trying not to let that hinder me. I'm trying to just take it easy, listen in to conversations. So I'm hoping I can make up for my lack of experience by just being able to build connections with people. But it's been quite a journey already. Or what I could do is I could say and bluff the team and say that I got a challenge advantage, get some goodwill with the team, and then then I can be completely honest that I opened up the vault, I got this, and they have no idea where my idol is. That might actually be better. So could you explain the challenge advantage again?
Sure. So the challenge advantage, you would need to play it before the challenge begins, and your tribe would be given an advantage in the challenge.
And does that need to be used by a certain time in
the last time it can be played is at the final tribal phase challenge?
Okay.
Which we will not let you know when.
Yep, I figured.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buy the challenge advantage, so then I can be honest with the team and say that I opened up the vault, I solved it, and I got us this advantage, and then I won't even have to think about coming up with a lie and saying that I don't have the idol, and then they won't know about my idol. So hopefully I can get some goodwill, and then that will hopefully then give us an advantage to win and not go to tribal, so I can go even further. So I'm gonna do that.
I love how the swap went.
I think it went well. I will say though, my only concern, right? We will probably get Sam on our
He's gonna have
tribe.
something.
He's gonna have something.
I know. Well, so I mean, I don't know. We don't hedge our bets on this vote though, do we?
No, I don't think so, because we know almost certainly that Rob doesn't have something, right? Because he would have had to go to the vault last round, and the idol would have only been good for last round's tribal.
And I don't know if you heard when we got into the main room, he got a vote at the last tribal.
Oh no, I wasn't there for that.
So he was still talking about it, and Kyle was talking about it. Like that Kyle guy is he is an interesting character in this game.
Yeah, he will definitely be.
I'm so happy he's not with us, but we're gonna have to deal with him.
We will have to deal with him. Yeah, but no, I don't think we hedge our bets on this one. I think it's just something to keep in mind going into the next one. I get really great vibes from you.
I mean, thank you for picking me. Like that meant a lot to me because I saw the tribe. You were like, pick me.
To your point earlier, Rob, like you say that you want to keep the tribe strong.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think our best bet as far as challenges to just get us through a pre-merge portion of the game is Karli. I mean, and of course, I don't want to like single anybody out. Karli seems like an awesome girl, but she obviously screwed us in the challenge. And I think as far as challenges go, I'd be really good. And you obviously don't have to worry about connections on the other side because I only had 10 minutes to meet those people, just about as long as I've had to meet you guys now too. So
yeah, I really do feel good about our group. I mean, I picked you first on our team for a reason.
I know.
So
I was
had a
gonna
good
say
vibe
thank
with
you for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I really appreciated that.
Yeah, and I think
been a good
we have a potential to work together for a while, and I think that would be something to keep in mind. I haven't pitched that to anyone else yet, so
Yeah, no, I definitely want to work with you, and I picked Andy kind of like similarly. I
Yeah.
think the vibes are good. But
Agreed.
yeah, it's hard to know. You know, Rob was like, do you think anyone's like specifically a threat down the line or anything like that? I'm like, we weren't talking like that, you know, we were just like getting to know each other. So I was just like trying to give him as little as I could, you know.
Yeah, he's
but
in a hard, I mean, I would hate to be in his position.
I would too.
I actually think things like if we weren't so stacked against one person, I would be a lot more worried. Just because I think things could come back to the challenge easier that way. But yeah, I think this is good. I will say Andy B seems like a gamer to me. Like he seems very in the strategy, which I think can be an asset to us right now because he's like working for us. But I think we have to like keep a little bit of an eye on him because he could be the guy who tries to backstab us a little early.
if you guys want to make a move, let's do it. I mean, there's only 13 people in the game right now, so people could become problems sooner than you might think. Yeah, and Karli seems smart and obviously didn't help us.
He's gone. Yeah, this is brutal.
Yeah. He's probably going to spill all the information I just said.
Where is he?
He might have got pulled for a confessional.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, Evan, I don't want to be sus with you or anything. I mean, I get good vibes from you too. And I really get good vibes from you, Yap, and Simona. And I think we should make something happen. You're not going to have to worry about me as a strategic threat. Like I am, what you see is what you get on the camera with me. As you can see, I'm a little scatterbrained, you know what I mean? But I'm just real and I'll speak my mind when it needs to be spoken, and I'll be honest with my people, and that's that. So, like I said, my feeling is I get good vibes from you, Evan, Simona. Those are the people that in this brief time that I feel like I connected with, and I can continue to connect with. I do think Andy is the kind of brain that's going to be thinking a lot and trying to make big moves, which is why I think I do have a fighting chance tonight. I mean, I'm clearly on the bottom, but I do have a fighting chance because I think Andy is that kind of guy that is going to try and twist the game as much as he can in his favor. And he said he got good vibes from me. Evan also came right out and said, just say a name. And I obviously brought up Karli, so.
We are here at the second tribal council, and a different group than before because of the twist of the game. So Karli, with that twist, you were listed as the captain, a leader, some would say. What were your thoughts on being picked by the other tribe and what that entails?
Yeah, honestly, it was so early that when I heard my name, all I could think about is why? Like, what's already come up about, people on the other tribe that ended up being me as the majority. But I didn't mind. I thought it was, kind of fun. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to pick the whole tribe. It was kind of nice to have it the round robin style.
But with this twist, we really hit you guys with something that doesn't happen normally in Survivor, and that's to swap immediately after just one round. So Simona, like, how does that impact how you were initially trying to figure out the game, because for most of you on this tribe, you were safe last round.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely changes the dynamic, you know, in this scenario, right, we only, at least most of us only have one new face. Rob has a lot of new faces, right? And like, you know, on the previous tribe, right, we were kind of kumbaya to an extent, right? There was no breaking off, there were no individual conversations, so it's kind of hard to know where people stand. And then you end up on this tribe, now where we are going to tribal, we're starting to have those one-on-one conversations, and we're trying to, you know, see the dynamic kind of in a different way. And again, we do kind of have a different group of people, right? Again, Rob is new, but like we lost, you know, 2 people are on the other side. So like maybe someone was counting on as a vote isn't here, and that can kind of shift the way things are being seen. So yeah, swapping so quickly off the bat, like definitely has an impact, I think, on how the game is gonna run, but hopefully it's for the better. And I mean, for one of us, it won't be for the better.
Obviously, for one of you, it will not be for the better, but you brought it up, so I'll bring it up to you, Rob. Like, it's obvious you're the only person from your original starting tribe. How does that make you feel in this position where, in some regards, it could be a vulnerable vote?
Oh, I don't think it's in some regards a vulnerable vote. I think it's in every regard a vulnerable vote. I'm clearly on the bottom here, but I made my pitch to the people that I got good vibes from, and if you want to move forward with me in the game, then you know what name to write. I'm not here to mince words. I only have, you know, one leg to stand on here, so if you want to move forward with me, who's going to be a loyal ally and a strong tribal challenge competitor, you know what name to write. That's what I'll say, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay. So obviously names have been pitched. There's fights going on to stay in this game for sure. Is the picture this clear? Yeah. Is it just y'all are sticking together? Like, have you guys spent enough time where it just makes sense to actually just only stick together as your original starting tribe, or is there some flexibility?
I'm sorry, I'm still dying at the fact that when you ask Karli the question, Karli, you were made team captain. Some would say a leader, which is a synonym. So yes, some would say a team captain is a leader. To your question about is this simple? I mean, there's so many layers to this game. I think that's why we love Survivor, is because, you know, it's dynamic, which is what, isn't that the name of this thing?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Plug. That's what we love. You know, there's layers to this. Like, yeah, there's a short term, but there's also the long term thing too. And we were all kumbaya the first round because we got to like just chill and relax. But you know, now that we're in breakout rooms, there's always different faces to people. So you know, there it is more layers to the game. So I don't think any vote is ever so simple. There's always layers, and I think that's why we love the game, and that's why we signed up.
And obviously with this round, the vault was closed because someone had to be exiled into that bank. So Evan, is the specific person being there also a factor when it comes to how the vote is going to go tonight?
Yeah, I mean, in more ways than one, because it impacted the vote in that, like, on our first tribe where we genuinely didn't have any strategy talk or like breakout, and like part of it was just some of us getting to see the vault for the first time. Yap didn't even get to go to the vault, and now it's closed. So if Yap wanted to get something from the vault with his 2 points, like, he wasn't even able to. So there's that side of it. But on the other side, it's like, where does Sam go after this vote? And I think we all are thinking he will probably come here. So we're asking Rob, like, hey, what was your relationship like? So, I mean, Sam being in the vault right now is definitely played into the vote, for sure. At least for me. Just like, at least like thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of you guys are saying that from that first round, you didn't have to strategize that much. It was more of a social thing. With you now going to tribal, Andy, does this really spark it up? Like, have you seen more of a more fleshed picture of your other castaways here and helps shine a light on who you want to work with moving forward?
This tribe swap was super interesting for basically to Rob's detriment, because like a lot of what we were able to do as like a former starting tribe was be like, yeah, I got you. Right now, none of our lines are battle tested. And I think until this vote happens, we don't know. But I can feel pretty confident in the connections I made and the people that I talked to. I feel a good sense of trust. I feel a good sense of trust with Rob as well. And so it's like, I don't want to say that my vote's up in the air, but this crew has all the people in it that I want to play this game with. And so it sucks that I have to vote one of them out today, night. I don't know. We've been here a while, dude.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
But yeah, so it's
night for Simona.
We're playing the game, but we're always playing the game. When we're hanging out, that's playing the game. When we're in a challenge, that's playing the game. When we're cracking jokes at you, that's playing the game. So we've been playing. I'm gonna keep playing. I hope I get to keep playing. I'm having fun.
Well, we'll have to see who gets to keep on playing because it is time to get to the vote.
My vote is for Karli. It's either you or me. Side note, you did suck at that challenge. I hope the other tribe members see that.
All right. Well, I am voting for Rob. Honestly, it's a bit of self-preservation and also a bit of gameplay. So I know my name is the other name out there, and it seems like it's between me and Rob, but I think we're going to try to stick together and keep our numbers strong moving forward. So
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has an advantage or a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Anna.
Yes, Rob?
Just kidding.
Alrighty. Anybody else? Okay, so once the votes are read, the decision is final and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Rob. Karli. Rob. That's 2 votes Rob, 1 vote Karli. Rob. The next person voted out of Moneta Bank? Rob. Rob, the tribe has spoken.
It was a pleasure.
Dude, you got completely robbed. I'm so sorry.
Well, you guys made the easy decision. Well, and someone left.
Evan's still here. He just turned his camera
Evan,
on.
put your camera on.
Yeah, we're
I
still
wasn't
recording.
done.
I'm so sorry. My bagel almost lit on fire.
Oh my
What? Anyway, well, don't do that.
Having a great day with food.
First the
So
coffee.
you guys made the obvious choice today. We'll see if that's the same obvious choice in the future.
Oh, what can I say? I got swap screwed. It happens to a lot of Survivor players. There wasn't much I can do. I wish I could have had more time to make inroads with those people. They seem like great people. I think there's going to be some major strategic threats down the road, and I don't think my tribe really saw that. I did see it. This won't be the last time you see me. And one other thing, sorry I lied to you all. I have played before. I made it to the end. That's my leg to stand on. That's what I was proud of coming into this game, and I thought I was going to be able to reverse the curse and actually get the win this time. I wasn't. It happens. Won't be the last time you see me. Peace. You have been voted out of this game, but your influence is not over. You must place a bet on one of the remaining castaways to make it to the final tribal council. They will receive a vote towards an advantage, and you will bequeath them of your coins. Place your bet now. Ooh. I am going to place a bet on my friend. I can call him a friend because of the jersey he was wearing. Andy C is who I am placing my bet on. I hope you make it to the end, my friend. Go Browns.